Today we are at the ICC, where we are visiting the kingdoms from Africa. And one of the kingdoms we are visiting today is the Lesotho Kingdom. With us here, we have a gentleman representing the Lesotho Kingdom on the tourism side. Maybe from now, can we hear your name and your surname and your portfolio in the department?
Good afternoon, or rather, I should say Dumela Ntate.
Hey.
Yes, and welcome to the Kingdom in the Sky.
Oh yes, thank you so much.
My name is Phomolo Lebotsa.
Yes.
And I'm with the Lesotho Tourism Development Corporation. Yes, I head the marketing department at Lesotho Tourism Development Corporation. Speaking
of that, we have been attending a lot of sessions in the process of Indaba, and we have learned that there is too much elaboration on cultural and agricultural tourism. But it is clear that when we want to talk cultural and agricultural tourism, it will not be complete if it's not spoken by the kingdoms where the culture and agriculture is practiced. And then tell us more about what is your kingdom showcasing in this Indaba this year.
Okay, well, thank you very much. As you have correctly said, Lesotho is one of the few remaining kingdoms in Africa. I think one of three, if I'm correct.
Oh yes.
And I think you're also correct in that a kingdom really is the cradle of culture, and that's where culture is sitting. From the very lineage of how we became to be a kingdom, from how the kingdom was formed, and also now going all the way to all the cultures or the cultural heritage that actually makes us a kingdom.
Yes.
Which is part of really the total offering that we are showcasing here. There's a lady here who was wearing one of our traditional attires. I think she just disappeared. Hopefully she will pass by and we'll see her. and that will be that just like the living example,
a
real living example of the culture.
Yes.
Yeah, but
yes.
I think as you've said, I think I'll be correct to say Africa as a whole has a very rich cultural heritage. And so we as Basotho are no exception to that.
Yes.
Whether it's by way of our traditional schools, Lebollo, which is really a rite of passage for young women and men, which now marks the stage of transition from them being boys to real men.
Oh, yes.
Whether it's just in our way of life, where you know that as Africans, everything is communal. And so, for example, I think that in itself was a social safety net, where, for example, you could always take care of the orphans, you could always take care of the widowed, without it being something that needed you to go out of the normal way of life. You rightly pointed out that as Africans, we live from the soil.
Yes.
We live from producing food from the soil.
Yes.
And what we used to, in Lesotho, we practice a system called Litsema.
Oh, yes.
Where as a collective, we start on your field today. Tomorrow we move to my field. On the next day we move to yours. So everything that needs to be done is done collectively.
It's a communal.
It's a communal
yes.
sort of resource. And even our labor is a collective resource in that sort of way.
Oh,
so
yes.
as I was saying, in that kind of way, even the groups that are sort of marginalized, I've made an examples of orphans, widowed, then they would be taken care of the system so that you didn't even feel that because I'm an orphan or because I'm a widow,
yes.
I don't have a husband anymore. I'm not as able-bodied to do my field. So that support system was there naturally.
Oh yes.
Yes. So I'm just making a few examples of how culture is really interwoven into our daily lives.
I think the culture is losing that today in our days, simply because of a lot of the developments. The technology is also taking the space where the kids are mainly focusing on cell phones and
yes.
not even practicing culture in that way.
Yeah.
And what would you say to people from that point in terms of strengthening the cultural values?
Yeah. You see, in my opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with modernity. What we need to do is to strike a balance between the introduction of modern ways and also not leaving our culture behind.
Oh, yes.
So we just need to find a balance of how we fuse the two so that they exist side by side.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, we want all the niceties and all the developments and efficiency that technology, for example, gives us. But technology should not force us to shy away from some of the nice elements of our culture, like the examples that we have just been making.
Yes.
So we need to find a way to ensure that they exist side by side.
Yes.
And I'm proud to say that if you go to Lesotho,
yes.
It's one of the places where you will have a living example of culture and modernity existing side by side.
Oh, yes.
As I've just said, our young boys still go up to the mountains for the rite of passage.
Oh, yes.
And they still use cell phones.
Oh, yes.
And our young boys still look after the cattle out there.
Oh, yes.
And they do that with a cell phone here. So I'm just saying that there's really no friction between the two. We just need to make sure that we just maintain a healthy balance where we get the best of both worlds.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of the balance between the both worlds, what makes the Lesotho a distinctive country in terms of culture and offerings in tourism?
Yeah, you see, I think from a Eurocentric point of view, they like thinking that just because we could not read and write, that we haven't documented our way of life. And yet we had oral traditions which pass on from one generation to another, you know.
Yes.
So you will find that our culture is still intact because it's been passing on that way from generation to generation. It may not have been written down as the white man does it,
oh, yes.
but it's there in our heads, and we pass it in our praise songs, in our song and dance, in our way of life. And so I think that is the richness that Lesotho has been able to preserve, in the sense that we still have traditional performances because we want the rain to come. We still have traditional performances to ensure that we don't get any thunder and lightning that's going to spoil our crops. We still have practices that ensure that everything remains as it were. And so I think it's just that way of life and our daily practices that helps us to maintain the way we've always done things.
Today we are at Africa Tourism in Ndaba. What is it that Lesotho is showcasing, the main attractions that Lesotho is showcasing?
Okay, thank you very much. Let me start by just saying that this year happens to mark the 60th year of our independence in Lesotho. So we're celebrating 60 years of independence, which means really that the entire year is a year of celebration, is a year of ceremony. But you will know that when it's winter, Lesotho is one, if not the only country in Africa that experiences significant amounts of snow. So if you go to Lesotho right now, you will feel like you are not in this part of the world, because all our mountains will be carpeted in white. And we've taken advantage of that, obviously, to offer snow activities such as skiing, boarding, and all those activities that you can do in the snow. But as you have just said, this is a golden opportunity for us to also showcase our total tourism offering. You know, you get to Lesotho and you find dinosaur footprints. You get to Lesotho and you find the highest peak in Southern Africa. You know, you get to Lesotho and you find the longest commercial abseiling waterfall in the world. You know, so all these marvels are just waiting to be explored in Lesotho, and really we have grabbed the opportunity with both our hands to showcase all that here at the Africa Travel in Ndaba.
Adding to that, how easy is to travel to Lesotho in terms of the tourists from the continent?
Yes.
And how easy is it for them to come to access Lesotho?
It's not as, it is easy in the sense that you and I are neighbors. You can easily just hop across the border into Lesotho. But this morning I was part of a meeting, a side event organized by SADC, where issues such as the one that you're raising were being raised, about the need for us to market ourselves as a block, as a region, as a collective, such that when you have a tourist here in Durban, then they can easily add on Lesotho to get an experience that they didn't have here in Durban. If they were here at the beach, then they can hop on to Lesotho to experience snow, and then on to Swaziland to experience something else. So I think that's where we need to focus more effort. in positioning ourselves as a region, Africa as a region, so that when we give the tourists an experience, we give them that regional experience that gives them that comprehensive product, so that they get to have a sample of all the different offerings from the different countries.
But there are regulations as well that probably become another challenge of hindering people to access the countries in Africa, like the visas.
Yes.
Any progress made by the Lesotho to ease the visa access for the African countries?
Yes. What is important now, as I just alluded to, the side event that's been organized by SADC, there's a need to harmonize our policies and our visa regimes so that we achieve exactly what you're talking about, ease of movement between the two. I mean, we can copy from what is happening in other parts of the world. In Europe, they have the Schengen area, where you know that as part of the EU, you really don't need to do anything more than just have a Schengen visa to be able to move in the Schengen area. So I think we in Lesotho can also, we in Southern Africa can also copy from that, in the sense that if we have freedom of movement, if we have ease of movement, then it becomes easy for us to be able to offer the tourist that comprehensive experience that I was talking about, where they can easily move from one country to another without a hurdle. So as I said, it lies in harmonizing our policies and making sure that we don't only go towards uni visas, but we go to the extent where there are no visas required in order to really ensure that we can offer a comprehensive, accessible environment. Yes.
The tourism as an economic drive that also actually support job creation. What is the Lesotho status with regards to that?
I think Lesotho takes tourism very seriously. Tourism has been identified as one of the sectors that are the key engines driving the economy. And so while we would still be happy if we put more resources into tourism, but I think we've taken a step in the right direction where tourism is high up there. And we're also looking at tourism for job creation and also to ensure that there's marriage between the private sector and the public sector. So I think I'll be correct to say that tourism is one of the priorities on the agenda in Lesotho in terms of economic growth and economic diversification. Yes.
Okay. And what will you probably then emphasize on for the people of Africa and the people of the world, the real attractions that, by naming them, the places that they should visit Lesotho?
Thank you. I'll start with the snow because this is really an opportune time. So we have the Afri-Ski Resort, where really Africans can come and experience what is normally only seen in Europe. So they can come and experience snow in Lesotho. We happen to have the highest peak in Southern Africa, the Tabanantenyana, and so they can hike to the top of Tabanantenyana. As I've just said, we have the Malitsunyane Falls, which is the longest fall in Southern Africa, but it also happens to offer the longest commercial abseiling facility, which is in the Guinness Book of Records as the longest commercial abseil in the world. We've got a couple of spots which have dinosaur footprints. But I can dare say that what we are really selling as our primary asset is our culture. And so I would invite Africans, I would invite people from the world at large to come visit Lesotho and to experience our warm hospitality, to experience a country that's still untouched, that is still as pure as you can have it. We happen to have a very unique geographic position. We're probably the highest country in the world because the lowest point in Lesotho is 1,400 meters above sea level. So you can imagine the freshness of the air in Lesotho. So if you just want to get away from the hum and drama of the world and you just want to relax and feel yourself think, then Lesotho is the place to be.
You spoke about 60 years of democracy of the Lesotho.
Yes.
Please give us the list of activities that the Lesotho is earmarked for the celebration.
Yes, the independence itself is marked in October, so the main event will be around October.
Oh, yes.
But by way of build up to all that, I'm already inviting people to come and taste the snow.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we have a winter festival in August at Afriski, where people can come and experience that. We have the Roof of Africa, which is a hard motorcycle enduro race in September. So if you're an enthusiast of enduro racing, then you can come to Lesotho in September to experience that. And then in November, we have the Malitsunyane Braai Festival, which is also in one day we hope we'll get in the Guinness Book of Records as the largest braai festival in the world. So literally you can enjoy a barbecue sitting by the majestic Malitsunyane Falls. So we've just had our Moshosho walk this March. So yeah, that's just a sample of the few activities and events that you can look forward to for the rest of the year.
Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to
so much,
more of the people visiting Lesotho.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks, my brother.
Thank you.
Jambo, habari, olo, bonjour. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, world. Let us rise and welcome His Excellency, President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa. Maslangana. Ladies and gentlemen, get comfortable, because we got a story to tell. Today the nations of a mighty continent come together to remember. It's tourism, not just travel. It's triumph, trade, people. It's taxis to terminals, rhythm to runways, footsteps becoming future.
We've got a couple of spots which have dinosaur footprints.
You will hear the rumble rise from the floor. Of Morocco to the markets of Malawi, from the rooftops of Rwanda to the rivers of the Congo. Genela, Pumele, Genela, Pumele, Genela. Ghana's groove, Namibia's desert, pyramids of Egypt. Listen now, we're Queen, down, been cool. Spencer Zongi, was ain't cool.